think like you and this person that you're connected to, you very much can feel their presence in your everyday. You feel this very, very sincere connection to them in your day-to-day life. And this person seems to feel the same, because they feel that if they can't have you, they don't want anyone else. Okay? You may not believe it, you may not feel it's true, but that's that Monica from Friends vibe, where it's like, you know, she's got she ended up with Chandler, which was a very good friend of hers for a long time. So it's like, after going through so many experiences, it was someone that was constant. So you may feel that energy with this person. Like, I've experienced so much life, or so much in my life, and yet you feel like a constant, like someone that's always been in my life, even though I've never really been with you. So there's that. Okay, so I guess it's tea time. This is going to be some kind of gossip, maybe not gossip, but, you know, it's going to be entertaining news to somebody when they find out about this connection, or to certain somebodies, okay? So it's like someone spilling the tea, or the tea is being spilled on your connection, or the fact that, you know, someone may be seeing your divine partner or you, okay? And suddenly they're like, something's different. What's going on? So you're taking progress one step at a time. And this person feels like you're the only person that they can talk to like this, okay? They can't really talk to very many people. So however it is that you communicate with them, they feel like you're the only person that they can do that with. They don't really have that connection with anyone else, okay? Or you feel this way about this person. It says spirit matters. So spirit matters means that this is definitely a spiritual connection that you have with each other, and that's what makes it unique. It's your connection is in the spirit itself. It's, you know, it could be emotional, it could be mental, but when it's spirit, it's like it's the core of your essence, and therefore from that space, you can connect to all areas of your connection. So you can connect to the physical connection, you can connect to the emotional space with each other, you can connect to the mental space, but that's because it's spirit. Some people just have like a mental connection. Some people only have, you know, one person is emotionally invested and the other one's it's just a mental thing for them, or someone's just physically attracted. In this case, this is a spiritual attraction. It's like the most powerful form of love that you can have with one another. And because it's like the hub of all the other energy centers, if you would, okay? Life path 7. So you may be a life path 7, or this person is a life path 7. This has to do with, the way I look at life path 7 is this has to do with spiritual partnerships, spiritual connections. It's a very spiritual path. And it's someone that maybe becomes celibate, or someone that goes on a very inward journey and isolates, or goes into hermit mode in order to gain spiritual wisdom. So even if you or your person is not a life path 7, maybe you're experiencing some life path 7 things. I don't know why, but I keep also seeing that it might be associated to look at the number of your home, and maybe if it adds up to the number 7, that might also be something that, like if it's a 16, right? It comes up to a 7. So maybe look up life path number 7, or just plain numerology number 7 is significant. All right, so we have, oh wow, the Handmaid's Tale. All right. So The Handmaid's Tale is a story about a kind of like a alternate world in the future kind of thing where women lose their freedoms, okay? And the laws have changed to such an extent where women are just objectified for their function or for their job, or like you'll have a woman whose purpose is to bear children, but she doesn't just bear children for herself, she bears children for the men of the society and their wives that are, I guess, barren is the term, the wives that cannot have children. So you become kind of like a housemaid, okay? And your purpose in that house is simply to be the surrogate womb for that marriage. And so it's a very, I don't want to say toxic. I love it. I love the book, but I also love the film or the show. And I feel like perhaps maybe that's a theme in this Life Path 7 thing, where there was like some kind of suppression of the divine feminine energy, or a societal perspective of the divine feminine that was kind of gray, that was kind of grim, that was kind of just functional in her, like her voice was meaningless. And I don't want to say that this masculine or this divine partner of yours by any means perceives you this way. And I don't think that's what's happening here. What I'm thinking is that this is that Life Path 7 energy that is being kind of like perhaps being looked at or influencing this dynamic in some way. Maybe it's like rebuilding because the whole point of that movie or that book was kind of like how their vision was to create a better world, but the better world was kind of using backwards, going back to like biblical ways in a certain way, and making the reality a prison for these women in some ways. Like there wasn't freedom. There was a pretense of, oh, this is for your own good, but knowing you're a prisoner, you can't really do what you want. And so anyway, so there's something about that here. I don't know if this person has dealt with that. Maybe you've dealt with issues like that of suppression of your divine feminine or of your divine feminine voice. Maybe feeling imprisoned by society in some way. Okay, so we have mind matters. So you two definitely have a mind connection, telepathic connection. I think one of the things that attracts you to each other is how you think or how you communicate or how you consider solutions, how you come up with ideas. I'm getting also like this person has just a very beautiful